one that lets her light shine no matter who it blinds. Let me get my hands off this table because the camera be shaking. But yeah, what's up, what's up, what's up? Happy Saturday to everyone. I hope that you all are having a beautiful week and weekend. I decided to come on here. I have a couple things that I want to share before I get into the reading. We get into the reading. So as you all know that have been subscribed to my channel for some time, I took a 2-year break and I recently got back on here to give readings to collective groups. Whoever joins, whoever sees these messages is who they are for ultimately, right? But I'm trying to decide like what else I want to do on the channel. I don't know if I want to go back to doing all zodiac signs messages. I definitely want to share some breath work with you all and maybe like do sessions, breath work sessions, live breath work sessions, share tips as well. But I'm also trying to figure out if I want to create a separate channel for that. So if you view this video, please give me your input in the comments. What you would like to see on this channel, what you would like to hear from me, what you would like me to share. And then if you are a healing modality type of person, would you be interested in receiving breathwork sessions live here on YouTube? And if so, would you prefer me to create a separate channel for that or do them over here? Like, I don't know. I just want to pick your brain. I want to pick your brain. So that's out of the way. I have time today. Very rarely do I have a kid-free weekend. Very rarely, and I have one. So, definitely wanted to come on here and give a message. And when I was going through hi, how are you, Teague? When I was going through my decks to feel like spiritually which one had something to say, Kalima, really like my eyes honed in, locked in on that one. And so I definitely feel like she has some things to say to whoever this is for. So, yeah, hey Doodle, how you doing? I definitely want to get a message from my Kali and see what she has to say to y'all today. What does she have for the collective today? If you do not know who my Kali is, because if you're interested in this video, if your spirit leads you to this video, ultimately she's calling for you to get to know her. So I definitely suggest that you do some research. Thank you, Teague, so much. I definitely advise that you do some research on her. And yeah, she is a Hindu goddess a very powerful Hindu goddess. Many, I guess align her to be a dark feminine energy. And I definitely would agree with that. But she's also very lighthearted as well. She's also, different aspects of her are lighter, are very bubbly, are softer, if you will. That's not really the word that I want to use, but she's not always she's not always this cutthroat kind of character that mythology has narrated her to be. Hi, King. How are you? So let's see what my Kali has for you. Kali Ma, my Kali. Yeah. Very shrouded energy. We have Kalararti here. I feel like you've been hiding. I feel like you've been hiding. Some of you all have been hiding, but you all have been in isolation for a reason. You're blooming into a new version of yourself. I feel like this next moon cycle is going to be very significant for you, whoever this is for. Some of you all may be on your moon cycle now if you are a feminine energy, if you're a person with a womb. I feel the necessity. So we said shrouded, we said covered. I feel that some of you all need to cloak yourselves or are cloaking yourselves. And isolation is a form of cloaking. Isolation is a form of protection. Now, I will say that we can heal when we are isolated, right? We can discover really deep parts of ourselves. We can discover or we can come to certain understandings within ourselves that are necessary to come to, that we can't if we are always surrounded by people, if we are always in the energy of other people. But it's very important. Thank you so much, King. But it's very important to remember that a lot of healing cannot be done alone. Okay, I do just want to preface that. But I do heavily feel that cloaking of the self is important. Cloak your name, right? I'm hearing gatekeeping your energy. So being very mindful of who you allow to be in your presence consistently. You know, people need to come with some type of value, with some type of offering when they are sitting in the presence of a person that just has a lot to give. Because if they're not, then they're vamping from you. So transformation is here. I feel like the cloaking, who this is for, you are cloaking yourself. You are going in isolation because you are transforming. You are undergoing a rebirth at this time. There have been persistent patterns of the past that can be no longer. So your soul is definitely in deep healing here. Okay. I would say if there are any new, if there are any new aspects of yourself, I feel like we talked about this the last reading. Some of you all are shifting into a new identity. And so there are going to have to be moments in where it feels like you are dying or you're having to experience some kind of grief, baby. Like you feeling down, you feeling like really low in energy, you feeling like you want to cry, because I kind of feel like that energy from this group. Like I feel like some of you all have very heavy energy, and it's really because you are refusing to let something go. You're refusing to let that old history, those old patterns, that old identity, those old stories go. And I know it's so challenging. Listen, when I became a mom, and I still feel this way sometimes, I still feel like, dang, I still look back at my old self and I'm like, oh man, I miss her. I miss her, you know? Just certain things that I had within me. Like, yes, becoming a mom has made me so much stronger, and it's shown me so much more of myself. And I don't take no shit. You feel me? Like I take not a damn nothing from anybody. And I love that for myself. But there was a time when I was so light, I was so free, I was so um, not even jaded by like, and is it jaded? I'll say just not changed by those circumstances that changed me, that forced me to change. And so I say all of that to say, it is important to go through a grief process. It is important to recognize and thank those past versions and stories from the past, because you wouldn't be who you are now if it weren't for those versions of yourself. But you can trust again that you're shifting, and again, it's important to grieve those moments, grieve those parts of yourself. It's important. So try not to judge yourself. Try to have grace with yourself and compassion with yourself, because you haven't been this person before. You haven't been this version of yourself before. So it's going to call for you to do things new, which maybe feel really scary. It may feel like so out of your comfort zone, because again, this is new. You haven't been this version of yourself before. Okay. I'm feeling like go buy yourself some flowers. Go buy yourself some flowers. If you are Reiki attuned, definitely do some Reiki with flowers, roses to be specific. Roses have a very high vibration, a very high frequency. I'm hearing get naked. Maybe walk around the house naked. Take a bath. Experience some pleasure, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, just, and that could also not be so physical. It could not be so literal. It could be figuratively as well. Getting really vulnerable with yourself, having a good cry, venting to your journal or someone that you trust. Telling someone the truth about something that you've really had on your heart for a minute. Especially if you are in isolation. If you've been receiving certain downloads about certain people, places, or things, now that you've come to the realization of whatever these things are, going to those people, places, or things and admitting what it is that you have discovered. Some of you all would benefit in covering your hair, covering your crown a lot more, especially if you're going out into public places that just have a lot of energy. The airport, the mall, the farmer's market, the grocery store. Maybe some of you all are going out with your children. Covering your hair there as well, and maybe even them too, putting a hat on them, making sure that their hair is covered as well. Today is Saturday, so I definitely feel like I'm doing some Saturnian work, wearing black and navy blue on Saturdays, giving clothes away, donating clothes, cleaning up, creating a ritual or a practice, a devotion that you do each and every day. Oh, okay. So for some of you all, you had this idea, this perfect vision, this perfect view of what you felt like your life would look like when it came to love, specifically. I'm feeling like this is very romantic. This is a romantic connection. And again, you had an image of what something should look like or feel like or be, and it was not that. It wasn't that. And so now that you've discovered that it was not that, so I feel like some of you all have been in isolation due to a breakup, or due to getting your heart broken in some sort of capacity. Maybe a lover moved away, or just you all haven't been as close as you were. And I feel like that has sent some of you all spiraling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, and here her hair is covered as well, and then she's under an umbrella, so she's covered, covered and covered and covered and covered. Protect yourself, my love. Goodness, this is a person, you've been smoking, you've been drinking, you've been trying to do everything that you can to get your mind off of whatever this situation is. And I'm not laughing like at you. I'm laughing because, like, damn, damn, damn. I don't even really come on here with messages like this. So, um, let's see what else we have, because again, I'm seeing that you had this perfect viewing and expectation. And I feel like when we have expectation over something and it doesn't quite turn out the way that we wanted it to, that's when it really hurts, because we had, it's like you're putting all your eggs in one basket, but in the sense that you're putting all of your expectations, you're wanting it to be one specific kind of way instead of all of the other various ways that they could be. You know, that person could have been a friend. That person could have been, you know, if it was a car salesman, right? And you went to get a new car and you ended up like falling head over heels over this car salesman, but you didn't really get to know them like that, you know. But you saw like a future with this person because you thought about everything that they could do, and you thought about the personality that this person had, and you thought about, you know, they may have been really attractive and just like appeal to all of your senses, right? But there could have been, I'm just going with scenario, okay, semantics, if you will. There could have been a major red flag that you saw and you ignored it. We've all been there, right? But you kept it going, right? And all along, this person just could have been a fucking car salesman. You feel me? Like, this person could have been a valuable person to put in your pocket for the next time that you went and had to purchase a car, or, you know, needed advice on what kind of car to purchase your children, or, you know, your mom or something. So I don't know, but I feel like whatever this situation is, it has sent you spiraling. It has sent you into some sort of dark night of the soul, which I know it doesn't feel like it right now, okay, but it is a good thing. Let's see. Let's get more information. My colleague is saying, like, she sent this person into your life in order for you to figure out something, to learn something about yourself, in order for you to transform in some kind of way. You asked for something very specific. You asked to be prepared for the love of your life. You asked to be prepared for parenthood. You asked to be prepared for something. And ultimately, this situation had to come into your life in order for you to be prepared for that. This wasn't the person. This person is only like, is again, allowing you to learn more about yourself. Let me sit up straight. Oh, have patience, have patience. And for some of you, I feel like you did have a lot of patience. I feel like some of you all were single for a really long time before this person even came along. Or you weren't even on that. Like, you weren't even on, like, getting to know anybody for real. But ultimately, Spirit is saying slow down. Whatever you are doing, because you're spiraling again. You're drinking, you're smoking, and it doesn't have to be all of these things, okay? But there's something that you're doing. You're having a lot of sex, you're watching a lot of porn, you're scrolling a lot. This is addictive behavior. There are things that you are doing, and this is not what Kylie put you in this situation for. She didn't put you in this situation to spiral out of control, although sometimes like hitting rock bottom will do it. Hitting rock bottom will do it to you. Hitting rock bottom will, as long as you don't, how can I say this? If you, sometimes when we sink and we sink and we sink and we sink, and again, we hit rock bottom, at a certain point, we reach Ten of Swords energy, which is out here. It can get no worse. We have to build ourselves back up, okay? And I feel like this is what she is wanting from you. This may be the way that you are responding to this very traumatic situation, or this very heartbreaking situation, this very heavy challenge that you are experiencing in the moment. This may be the way that you are trying not to feel what's going on, but ultimately you are meant to power through this. You are meant to rebirth from this. You are meant to find some kind of light again. Even this young woman has her head covered here. I feel like it's really important to cloak yourself. And you can even cloak yourself from specific habits that no longer are serving you in the moment. Thoughts. Thank you, Max. I'm glad that you're receiving something from this. Certain thoughts that you're having, you can cloak yourself. You can cloak your mind, literally, like how I would say it, because I do this myself, is I refuse any intentions, any thoughts, any habits, any rumination from living in my mind that is not beneficial to my highest self, that is not beneficial to my health, that is not beneficial to my growth. I refuse that any outside entity can get up in here, right? So I feel like that's very important for you to do now, to incorporate some sort of practices that help you to get out of this. Sweeten yourself, cleanse yourself, protect yourself. And that can be done in so many ways. You don't even need anything outside of you to do that. You don't need the candles. You don't need the crystals. You don't need certain things to do, because you are a magician. You are the magician. You are the altar. You are the magic. Okay? For those of you that are woo-woo, you're on the wrong channel, baby, because I'm the wooest of the wooiest. So I'm gonna go there. But I also know that woo and magic is not tied to the herbs, okay? Yes, I have them. Yes, I utilize them. But I know that my breath, the words that I speak, hello, is the magic. I tell it what to do. Yes, they have their properties, but we wouldn't have known their properties had somebody not said, okay, you do this. Come on now. So, yeah, you're the magic, babe. You're the magic. You can tell yourself, what to do. Okay? You tell the magic what to do. If you need cleansing, speak upon yourself. I am cleansed from X, Y, and Z. I am clear from all thoughts, patterns, and habits. And it's going to take time. It's going to take repetitive action, repetitive devotion, okay? Like cleansing is clearing things about that closet that you've had forever. Like I used the analogy. You've had this same outfit in your closet forever, and you're like, damn, like all I need is the shoes to wear this, but you ain't got the shoes in 8 to 10 years. That same outfit has been sitting in that closet for 10 years. And you continue to say, but this shit, when I put this shit on, when I find some shoes to match this, I'm gonna put this shit on. Take it to Goodwill and go and get you a whole new outfit. Like, cleanse, okay? You have your ex's boxers 5 X's ago, his boxers in your drawer, and you're trying to find new love. Make that make sense. Okay, you have pictures in your phone of you and your ex 5 X's ago, happy, smiling, and sometimes you scroll back and you're like, oh, but you're looking for a new boo. Like, make that make sense. Okay, you have your ex-girlfriend's necklace, right, that she left over your house 10 years ago, and you're looking for new love. Make that make sense. You're looking for a new job, and you have the same resume from 5 years ago. Make that make sense. Clear it out, cleanse it, tailor it up, right? So that's cleansing. That's tangible acts of cleansing ourselves, protecting yourself, wearing some type of a hat, a head wrap, not sharing your ideas with the wrong people, and not sharing those ideas if they're premature, right? What's another form of protection? Watching your back. Not having your head down when you're walking down the street on your phone, okay? Or your headphones in and you're unable to hear anything. Protection, right? Sweetening. Enjoy pleasure. Enjoy moments of pleasure. Give yourself those moments to experience pleasurable things. That's Tantra. So those are just some examples. But you have got to get up. You've got to get up. And Auntie Light, she gonna tell you like it is. I'm feeling that energy today. Again, that's Saturnian, and that's very Ma Kali. That's very Kali Ma. It's very like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, babe. I can't, because we have to get up, and I have to help you. I have to speak like this so that you get it. I'm not gonna be too tough on you if you don't need that in the moment. That's like people to say, oh, you need tough love. But baby, right now I don't need the fucking tough love. Okay, I need some sweetness. I get you. But also, I can't sugarcoat this shit neither. Okay? That's not what this energy is giving. Saturn is very, it's gonna teach you, whether you're ready or not. Unfortunately. Oh, God. But we need it. So I'm going to wrap this up. I feel like there is some sort of direct action coming. You are getting very honest with yourself. You're being very honest with yourself, very truthful with yourself, and what these red flags were that you missed, what this person, like, how you may have been wrong in this situation, how the other person may have been wrong in this situation. You're not making excuses for either one of y'all. Okay, I see you being very honest with yourself when it comes to that. I see you being very honest with yourself in the state that you are in. I've heard somebody telling yourself, like, I gotta get the fuck up. Like, Light is right. Like, I gotta get out of this. Like, what the fuck am I doing? And being like, again, crying, getting very vulnerable and honest with yourself. Like, oh, what the fuck am I doing, bro? I'm not like this. I'm better than this. I did that at the beach a couple weeks ago. Like, I cussed myself out. Okay. I needed that though. So you need that. It's okay to be honest with yourself. It's okay to be raw with yourself. If not you, then who? You'll take it so much better if you're raw with yourself than another person being raw with you. Because they don't know you. Okay? I feel like some of you all are taking really quick action. It's like once you see this, because something clicks in your mind, you already knew that you were going down a path, and you've been getting messages from Kali like over and over and over. This is not the first time that you've heard these. This is only confirmation for you. You've been telling yourself this for a minute. You've been noticing this energy for a minute. You've been telling yourself, I need to get up. I need to get out of this. I need to do something about this. And this is like just, again, confirmation for you to do so. And so immediately you're hitting the ground running and transmuting that energy into more positive things. I see some of you all, I see a very large group of you being very courageous moving forward when it comes to your healing and when it comes to getting back up. I feel like you're making it stick this time. Some of you all have tried over and over and over and over and over to do certain things, to get your feet, to get on your feet, but something always seems to knock you down. But I feel like moving forward, you are making this stick. Moving forward, or there's something that is within you, because nothing is without you. There's something within you that is like, okay, it's really time. And you're doing the things, you're cleansing, you're doing the protections, you're being very boisterous when it comes to what it is that you want. You are, you're speaking up for yourself. You're speaking, I don't know, you're just doing all of the things. You're devoted moving forward to being your best self. And Kali Ma is with you every step of the way. Cloak yourself, okay? Cloak yourself, protect yourself. Cloaking yourself can be, it doesn't even have to be wearing anything. It can be imagining that I like to use, and because we're talking about Saturn, I like to use dark energy when I'm cloaking myself, because dark energy is the strongest energy. It's not inherent, it's not evil, it's not, it just is what it is, okay? Darkness, triple darkness is very, it is what it is. It's birth, okay? It's creation energy. That's chaotic, that's love, that's soft, that can be anger. It is what it is, right? It is whatever it's meeting it with, it is what it is. That's all. That's the best way that I can describe it right now. But you can cloak yourself with dark energy, because again, like, dark energy is very absorbent. So it's going to absorb all things, and it's going to repel as well. So imagining yourself, just like your eyes closed, you see nothing but darkness, right? Imagining that darkness pushed out of you, right? You can imagine gold coming out of you and then darkness, you know, light and dark, the balance of both. You already know that you are a light body, but you're dark as well. Anyway, darkness shrouding you, okay? That helps, again, when you are in public places or just around a lot of energy at work, whatever, and you need, and you don't want to be seen by the wrong people, okay? You don't want to be seen by those people that seek to drain you, that seek to misunderstand you, that seek to throw shit onto you, project onto you, okay? So that's what I have for you, love. My phone is on 1%. I don't know why I came on here with my phone on 1%. Or my phone on, you know, low percentage. How dare I? The Hermit is at the bottom of the deck. So isolation. I don't see you all coming out of isolation per se, but I definitely see you healing. Okay, I see you using this season of isolation not to go within and soak and sink anymore. I see you more so just taking this time to get back on your feet and to love on yourself and to protect yourself so that when you do go back out into the world, you have something to pour from. You have a lot more confidence. You can stand a lot more tall, okay? A lot more courageous because you've done the work in private. So I love y'all, okay? Don't forget to let your light shine no matter who it blinds. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I wouldn't be able to give these messages if I had no one to give them to. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already. And I'll see y'all next time. All right. Bye.